Hello, everyone. This is Professor Nameless Kitsune. Uh, I'm going to start making videos from today to talk about stuff that I know, stuff that I have an opinion on, and just random stuff that I have an interest in. I have a bachelor's arts degree in political science and economics. So most of these videos, I'm going to talk about stuff I learned back in college, stuff that I've learned since I graduated college, since I've started working. Most of these videos are going to be about politics, history, economics. I'm going to focus on the United States and China, two countries that I know the most about. This is not exactly instructional video. Uh, please don't take advice from me. There are other better people out there who can give you more professional and workable opinions. This is just me pretending like I'm talking to a friend. Today's video, we're going to talk about what money is and why money is money and some problems that we face with different kind of money that we may face from day-to-day life. So today I'm going to talk about two types of money, really. I'm going to talk about paper money and precious metal. These are the two kind of monies I'm going to talk about. Now, paper money, printed on paper, obviously, issued by a central government, whether that's the US Federal Reserve or the Swiss National Bank. Just two examples. There are other examples out there. These are fiat currencies, meaning they are backed by the credit and trust in the respective central government and central bank. Essentially, what that credit and trust means, one example of that, just one example is if I lend money to these two countries, I can expect my money back pretty consistently from these two central banks and their respective ministry of treasury or whatever. That's a consistency, right? No matter how much I lend to them, whenever I lend to them, I can expect my money back precisely at the time when it matures, when the debt matures. That's the credit and trust. If they can keep giving me my money back on time, no problemo, right? I have the trust and credit in them. People recognize this is indeed worth $20.10. That's a credit and trust. Now, what if that trust is broken? What if when the time comes, you don't get your money back? Then the credit and trust erodes, it reduces. And the value of money, how much this can buy you, that reduces too. Of course, alongside with inflation, it just gets worse and worse. And now America is unfortunately having a credit reduction trust issue with people of the world and also the American people. So this is going to lose its value slowly but surely. That's why a lot of American people are facing financial troubles, because whatever dollar they're holding in their bank account and their wallet can buy them less and less food, less and less stuff, can pay less and less rent. That's a problem with paper money, is if the credit and trust of the bank that issues it reduces, the value it holds reduces. So precious metal, gold, silver, I'm not sure copper is a precious metal, but I will count that. The precious metals have been used as currency, as money, for a very long time in human history. Because in the beginning of human history, there's no money yet. You give me a chicken. I don't have a chicken here to show you, but you know what a chicken looks like. I give you a chicken, you give me 5 oranges. Bartering, that's called bartering, right? Like, it's just stuff to stuff. Like, there's no intermediary. But later on, as human civilizations grow, we buy more stuff, we trade more often. We're like, well, the bartering system is inefficient, right? So then we start using precious metal as the intermediary, as a currency to buy stuff. So this is a Roman denarii coin from 209 to 211 AD. I don't know if it's for. I don't think this is Caesar, but it says Caesar on it, but it's probably not Julius Caesar. It's some other Caesar out there. But this is a silver denarii. This is what the Roman Empire issues. This is a denarii, right? They say, the Roman Empire says this is a denarii. They guarantee that there is enough silver in it to qualify as a real silver denarii. And as a merchant, as a businessman, you can kind of figure out, right? Is this real silver or not? And if it's real silver, actually, you know the Roman government is being trustworthy. They're putting enough silver into this thing. And, if there's indeed enough silver, you trust it, right? And you hold this in your hand and you buy whatever chicken, orange, or what have you, or wine. Romans like wine. So, similarly, later in history, gold and silver has been used as currency for a very long time. This is a silver coin from the Republic of China era, the third year of the Republic of China, which is roughly 1915, I want to say. This is 1 yuan. 1 yuan. This is a very famous coin because from the beginning of the Republic of China to the very end, this is the most trustworthy coin. Just period. Nothing else can beat this. You can give me a paper money, you can give me a copper coin, but you give me this, I'm going to respect you. Because this is solid silver, no doubt. You give me this, I recognize it. The Republic of China from 1912 to 1949 minted a lot of coins and paper money. But nothing beats this. Nothing. Because the Republic of China didn't have a lot of credit and trust in it. We talked about credit and trust just a minute ago. The Republic of China was diseased with civil wars, internal strife, corruption, foreign invasions, and financial uselessness. And so this has always been the favorite of the Chinese people when it comes to currency during the Republic of China era. Because the Republic of China government was just so distrustful, untrustworthy, that the Chinese people are like, you know what? I'm not going to use your paper money, okay? I'm going to use this. This is the most trustworthy thing. And today in the world, 2025, we don't really use this stuff anymore. We use this stuff. But still, governments still mint silver coins. This is a Austrian Philharmonic silver coin. 1 ounce. 1 ounce of 99.9% silver. Again, there is the credit and trust of the government that issued these. But also, silver content. There are scientific way to test it out. So regardless of what the government says, the role of credit and trust is slightly less important for this stuff. Slightly less important. Because regardless of what government issued this, as long as this is silver, and the government have nothing to do with this, so you can buy a silver testing machine or whatever to test it, and if it's silver, then I don't care what's on it. It's silver. And so when apocalypse comes, This is the stuff to use. Because when apocalypse comes, there's no more government, no more central banks. This is worthless during an apocalypse. And of course, disclaimer, I personally would not like an apocalypse. I like peace. I like prosperity. I like civilization. No apocalypse for this guy. But if, just in case, apocalypse arrives, this will likely become the leftover currency people will trust. This, no, not during an apocalypse. Apocalypse, this is just toilet paper. So I just explained to you the two types of money: fiat currency, precious metal, or what I would call real money. The lesson here is credit and trust in the government that issue both of these. With this one, I trust that when I lend you this, you're going to pay me back on time with interest, right? With this, I trust you that there is indeed 99.9% silver in this. I mean, I can test this, right? So what if the government loses trust? Well, Zimbabwe, Venezuela, Turkey, post-World War I Germany, post-World War II China, they all have done it. Where they couldn't afford to pay their debts, where they couldn't afford to pay their soldiers, where their economy collapses and the government's response is, let's print more money. Oh, let's use more paper. Let's use more paper. Well, that's useless, isn't it? The more you print something, the more you mint something, the less value it has. So that's how their economy collapses. They print unlimited amount of money and their economy collapsed. And who gets hurt? Not the rich fellas. It's us, the normal people. We get hurt the most. Similarly with real money, gold and silver, you can also collapse this. See, this beautiful fella, this is a real silver denarii, high silver content. But later on in the Roman Empire, guess what? The Romans couldn't afford it anymore. The Romans couldn't afford to pay their soldiers and their debts. And they reduced the silver content very sneakily, very slowly. But the Roman people ain't stupid. We're not stupid. The government may think the people are stupid, but we're not stupid. We're smart. And the Roman merchants, the foreign merchants, at some point discovered that, oh, there is not enough silver. But the Roman government still tells you this is the same as before. So you know they're lying. And when you figure out the government is lying, oh, the trust and the credit, boom, explodes and evaporates. This is one of the reasons why the Roman Empire fell in the end. No more trust in the credit in the government. Because you, the Roman Emperor, you told me this is 1 denarii with full silver, but I discovered it's only half, or not even that. So, what the hell, man? Same thing with this. If I lend the American government $20, and a year later you tell me, oh, sorry, Mr. Nameless Kitsune, we don't have money anymore for you. And I'm going to be like, well, then this is toilet paper, right? There's no more value in this. Because you, the government, broke your trust. And that's what's happening now. We have $1 trillion of interest payment to do every year. And our total debt, 37 trillion. I don't even have $37 million in my bank account. I don't have that. I don't even have $1 million. I mean, how much is that really? I'm not even able to comprehend that. So at the end of the video, after my ranting, I just want you, the viewers, to understand that nothing about this is forever. This is not forever. And it takes a lot of work, hard work, to keep this worth something, period. And our government really needs to do something to keep this up, because otherwise, search up a picture right now of a Zimbabwe dollar in 2008. Just search that up. Or the picture of a Venezuelan bolivar. Search up a picture of a German mark after World War I. Search it up. It takes 2 seconds. All those zeros at the end, I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. And I love this country. I love America. And I want this country to be prosperous, because otherwise my life is going to suck. So please understand what money is and how to keep it money, because this will not always be money, and it does a lot of work to keep it worth something, so you can buy chicken with that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And this is Professor Nameless Kitsune.